gone.
Looking for a really fast run and then not a good idea.
That is a good idea. Please.
For a really fast run and then not a good idea.
That is a good idea. Please.
Okay, we're officially live on YouTube. There's a delay, so people will know, but I'll keep track of time. Hold on. All right, there we go. I can't have it also play on YouTube. Thank you all for those of you that are joining us in this little YouTube experiment. This is new for us. Looks like there are 25 of you on here now, and we'll get started in a little bit. We've got 68 and counting. So the number is going up. So we'll wait just a little bit longer. Let's wait maybe 2 more minutes. Peyton, right now we're at 111. I'm climbing pretty fast. So I think we'll hit 200 pretty soon, and then maybe we can get started.
Normally we would say everybody's still trying to find parking outside.
Right.
But this way there's parking for everyone. I'm excited to be part of the live stream experiment for the last time in the old building.
All right, Peyton, I think we can get started.
Welcome to Back to School Night. So excited that you can all be here with us and that your children are here with us every day in person. Just so much gratitude for that. Still in a global pandemic, and hearts go out to anyone in the world that isn't able to do that. So feeling very fortunate to be able to be with your children every day. Our teachers have joined the frontline workers of healthcare providers and food servers and grocery store vendors. We'll just give a shout out to all of our Lincoln High School healthcare providers, all the risks you take every day for your families and for all of our students. We're deeply grateful. And just want to encourage everybody to thank our teachers too as you visit them tonight or you leave their classrooms virtually. They're really doing so much at home and at work too. So we're super excited. The year has started off really well. Our students came back with so much enthusiasm and passion for learning. They've been incredibly respectful and helpful around mask wearing and all the new kinds of protocols that we've asked of them. One of my favorite activities is outdoor lunch. I wish we'd thought of that earlier. It's really nice to see students sitting together outside, sharing a meal, the teachers eating outside in groups too, under trees and on the lawn. And a huge thank you to our Friends of Lincoln group and some of our club leaders who came and cleaned up campus at the beginning of this year. It really does make a difference. And it's also nice to be on the patio, looking at our new building that is going up day by day, and just so exciting to actually learn from that process and be able to watch the cranes and the machinery and watch the new windows go in, and then talk to students about what they're seeing as the 6th floor is being finished and wrapped with the red and white exterior. So the whole project is really a learning opportunity, and it's been great to see our students taking advantage of outdoors. We've opened up with a bang with athletics, and again, so grateful that we're having a full athletic program. And Jessica Russell, our athletic director, is not here tonight because she's at Grant High School with one of our vice principals, Maud Lamont, for a big Grant High School, Lincoln High School volleyball matchup. And kudos to our volleyball team who've been rocking it and all the fans who've been coming out to watch them, as well as football and boys and girls soccer. And cross country has done a fantastic job. Our boys and girls are nationally ranked. We're super proud of them. And water polo, I think, has a match tonight too. Football games have been fun. The weather's been great. Really proud of our kids. Lots of resiliency and teamwork that we're seeing on the field. And then we see that cooperation and the same positive attitude as they're here in the school with us. So I think athletics has been a real success this year. I'm so grateful they're able to participate. And I would just encourage parents to come with your children to our events. It's one of the ways we can still build community together and show that the we is greater than the me when we're talking about team activities and community. So our fans have been really wonderful, positive spirit. And it's just really good to see everybody and build community together. There are just so many things that I wish we could do and have you here in person. It's always a big night, back to school night, where parents say they just wish that they could be in the classes that their children are able to take. And they usually come away with such gratitude for our teachers. And so I hope that happens virtually and that you go to all of your students' classes and touch base. It's really an exciting time. And we do hope for our parent-teacher conferences to have a combination of in-person, so you get to have that sense of who the teacher is in real life, but also have slots available for families that it's easier and perhaps safer to connect virtually. So we are very grateful again for you all for being here and excited about this school year. So go Cards, and excited for my vice principals and our admin team to introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about what's going on from their perspective.
Thanks, Peyton, and good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Brida. This is my 3rd year as the vice principal at Lincoln High School, most recognizably as vice principal with the bow tie. That I don't have a lot of emails in my inbox is probably a good sign that this is going okay. There are 281 watchers right now, which is awesome. So thank you for joining us for this part of the night. A little bit about what I do at Lincoln. My primary responsibilities in terms of students are juniors and seniors. So that means that I support the college coordinator and the career coordinator in those efforts and ensuring that students have all of the resources and support that they need as they work through those processes. I'm also the technology support sort of building wide. So for staff and admin and students alike. I've reset probably 600 passwords this year. And I'm trying to be readily available to students as they have technology issues with Canvas. To that end, I'm also happy to support technology for parents as well. So if you need access to Canvas, or if you need support with Parent View or Student View, or any of the sort of technology aspects that you sort of use in support of your students, please don't hesitate to reach out to me via email. You probably have gotten plenty of emails from me so far. I'm also responsible for graduation. So for those senior parents, along with Jill Ross and Katie Leathers, the three of us will sort of make up the graduation team, and you'll have lots of communication from me as we get closer to that process. And last but not least, the departments that I oversee are math and CTE, so career technical education, which I will just talk a little bit about. We're growing CTE in our building. Last year we had 5 CTE tracks, which included business, mass communications, product design, computer science, and business. And this year we are adding an additional one, audio engineering. In the future, our goals would be to add programs in construction. So in our new building, we'll have a brand new construction space, as well as health sciences. So there's really no stopping to how far the CTE programs in our building can go. And as we move into that new space, we'll have a lot available. So as always, I'm reachable by email, and in my signature line, you can find my direct work cell phone number. So please don't hesitate to reach out. And I am now going to turn it over to Miriam Higgins.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, and thanks for joining us here at Lincoln High School's Back to School Night. I just want to echo all the gratitude for sending your students so well prepared and eager to be back in school together, and with all the well-fitting masks and willingness just to do what it takes to stay in person. So thank you for that. I support sophomores. This as my second year as a vice principal here at Lincoln. I also oversee the sciences departments and the arts, both performing and visual, 2D and 3D design, and choir and band. It was such a joy last year to witness all the incredible art that our students put together, and having an expressive creative outlet was just amazing. Their concerts shouldn't be missed. So please join me when those are ever available, as well as theater. So we just are really having an incredible time having students be back together, practicing and making. I also support AVID and professional learning, testing, and also the COVID protocols as a testing administrator. So I also have my phone number in my signature. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always available, and I really appreciate when you stop by room 104 to introduce yourselves. Thank you for coming again.
Hi, I guess I would just also echo how lovely and wonderful it is to have your students back in the building. They are giving us so much energy and life, and it's just been a really lovely to be back in the classroom because of your kids and the kids that go here. They're dynamic and interesting and inquisitive, and it's just been great to be back. My name is Kim Bliss. I'm the IB coordinator here at Lincoln High School. I also teach 3 sections of a class called Theory of Knowledge, and I act as sort of an added counselor for all things IB. I feel really, really fortunate to have found myself here at Lincoln as a product of PPS, and more specifically Chapman Elementary School, where I'm sure some of you sent your kids off to a long time ago. I just feel really lucky to be able to teach in the community in which I was raised and to be doing this work. This is my 18th year as a professional educator, and it's the beginning of my 4th at Lincoln. And I hope that if you are a parent of a senior or a junior, that you'll consider attending the IB testing information night, which is going to be on October 5th, and you'll get some communication about that on Monday, and it'll be posted to our website as well. But since we have everybody here, I just want to quickly highlight a few things that I think are so amazing about the IB program that has been built here at Lincoln. If you're unfamiliar with IB, the International Baccalaureate was founded in the late 60s in Switzerland as sort of this, it emerged from a need for this globally mobile population for an international high school certificate. And we have been an IB World School since 1989. So we are the oldest IB World School in the state of Oregon. It is a rigorous pre-college curriculum that's available primarily to juniors and seniors here on campus. We do have some freshmen and some sophomores access IB courses as well. It's the largest and most robust program in the state of Oregon. We graduate more IB diploma candidates than any other school. And I feel really lucky to work at this school under the leadership of Principal Chapman, who has really intentionally built a program that's expanding our course offerings in IB to do some of the stuff that Mr. Bride has said as well, and that's to reflect college and career preparatory options. So to that end, we've added things like computer science and business management over the last several years, and we continue to explore more IB CTU course offerings moving forward. The other thing I really would like to reinforce is that we are an open access program. So any student that wants to take an IB course, provided they're in the right year and they've taken the prerequisites, can do so. And simply put, that means there are no barriers for students, and any student that wants to pursue the full diploma or engage in IB classes can here on campus. The other thing I really love about IB and that we kind of connect to sort of deeply is at its core, it's really a way of thinking, right? More, we want to develop intellectual curiosity, but really, in addition to caring what your kids know, we're really concerned with inculcating traits that are going to make them globally minded citizens and lifelong learners. And when they graduate here, they'll join a long sort of red line of IB card grads who are out there in the world doing amazing things. And finally, I would just like to point out that we're sort of in the initial stages of adding the IB Middle Years program, and that is to more align our curricular and pedagogical frameworks with our feeder schools at West Sylvan and at Skyline. And our new MYP coordinator is here today. I'm going to turn it over to Chuck just for a few minutes to introduce himself and talk for just very briefly about MYP at Lincoln. Oh, and the last thing I would add is, if you email me, I have a scheduler in my signature, and I know IB can be kind of confusing and there's a lot of moving parts and stuff. And if you ever want to talk, I have just like an automatic way for you to book a 15-minute meeting. And I really love engaging with parents, and I'll always be happy to hear from you. So if you feel like you need a meeting or you want to check in, I'm always available. Okay, over to you, Chuck.
Thanks, Kim. So I'm Chuck Slusher. I am a teacher at Lincoln. I'm a math teacher, and I'm also the MYP coordinator. My first year at Lincoln was actually 2003. I had a 2-year hiatus away a few years ago, but otherwise I've been here since then. So I've been really grateful to be part of the community, and really grateful for the community and the families that I've met over the years. Echoing what everyone else has said, it's so great to be back in the building and to be with students. I really, I've always really cherished the time in the classrooms, and it's been extra special this year just because of the of last year's disruption. So I am the MYP coordinator. I've been at Lincoln for a long time. My career has really been focused a lot on developing methods for student-centered learning and inquiry-based instructional practices. That's where my passion has been. I teach two of the project-based classes that we offer at Lincoln. So we offer all of the core math classes are available in a project-based manner, and so I teach 2 of those. That's really been a guiding force for me in a lot of my career, and so as MYP coordinator, MYP is not a curriculum like DP. It's more of a system in place to really, in many ways, help students learn how to learn and how to develop some skills that are going to allow them to be successful, not just in the DP program, but really as lifelong learners and global citizens. So that's really what I'm excited about, is taking some of the things that we've built in the math department and helping develop building wide some more ideas around inquiry-based learning, around multidisciplinary learning. That's also another one of my passions. So if you have questions about MYP, I know that our feeder schools, so many of you have some exposure to them at Skyline and at West Sylvan, but we're in the process. We're currently a candidate school with IB, undertaking some things we need to do in order to gain candidacy as a as a NYP school, but I'm excited to be leading this for the time being, and really appreciative of everyone coming here and listening, and again appreciative of your students that you send to us every year.
Hi, my name is Lisa Klein-Wolf, and I am starting my 6th year at Lincoln High School. I think that I have the best job because I get to work as the activities director with students, imagining and planning events and activities to enhance their high school experience. The past 2 years have definitely been so challenging for everyone without assemblies or dances or group gatherings, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we can all be together again in the Cardinal Coliseum a few times before we move into our new building. It's been so nice to be with kids in the building. Everyone, they're just so eager and excited to be together, and we're working as a group with student leaders to plan events that are following COVID safety rules that also provide a social outlet and allow kids to just spend time together in a meaningful way. Yesterday, we did club fair. We had over 70 student-led clubs and student unions set up on the patio to recruit new members. Please encourage your students to join a club. If they miss club fair or want more information, they can reach out to me or find information on our Lincoln High School website under clubs and activities. I also serve as the freshman success coordinator, working with our 9th grade teaching teams to support 5 different communities of common English and history classes. In addition, these communities work together with our freshman leadership and inquiry programs, which include Fly, Fly Band, Fly Choir, and Fly Avid. Each of our 9th grade students has a constellation of adults that meet twice weekly to discuss how to ensure their best success. The central mission of the work I do is really to help students create connection. We all thrive on meaningful connection and relationships, and I know that student success is, academic success is really important. And also, I think that feeling connected and part of a community is also important. So please know that I am available to support any student who might be feeling a little disconnected or is having a hard time finding their footing. Again, my email is on the Lincoln High School website, and I'm happy to speak with parents to support students. It's been a long time since a lot of these kids have been in buildings and school together. So I'm hopeful that we can continue to grow as a Lincoln community as we return to in-person learning. We are generously supported by Friends of Lincoln. And I would now like to turn this over to Mary Ann Walker, President of Friends of Lincoln.
Hi, I'm Mary Ann Walker. I'm a 1983 graduate of Lincoln High School, and I've had 4 children attend Lincoln High School. My youngest is actually a senior this year and will be graduating from the old building, which is pretty exciting. I just want to let you know about Friends of Lincoln. We are the fundraising and community engagement arm of Lincoln High School. Our mission is to fund and provide access to programs, clubs, art, drama, music, and other activities, regardless of students' ability to pay. All of this would never be possible without all of you, the greater Lincoln community. Due to the generosity of the greater Lincoln community this past year, even with the difficulties through COVID and everything that the communities around the globe have been going through, Friends of Lincoln was able to save 2.5 teachers from budget cuts, support families in need. I don't know if most people know that our school has about 300 historically underserved students, and about 1 in 10 students at Lincoln have food insecurity. So we provide clothes, food to families in need, as well as this year we were actually, hundreds of Lincoln families came together and made 50,000 sack lunches and served the greater Portland area houseless community. So that was a remarkable project. The main thing we do is raise money, but we also very much provide community engagement, whether that's one of you family members or your students giving an hour of work, raking leaves at school to clean up the community, providing an hour of, go shopping for baked goods to bring to a staff, whatever it is. Those are all things that we really support and would like to see more of. But as we move out of the old building and into the new building, we want to keep what's really amazing about Lincoln, and that's the unique programs and teachers. So how do we do that? We do that with our annual flock party. So mark your calendar for February 3rd, 2022 for our big fundraiser. And then other ways that you can help are just sign up for monthly giving. And like I said, anything counts, $10, $100, $10,000. We really would like to see 100% participation, whether it's a family giving time or money. It's really important. And last but not least, I just want to say that if you need to know anything about our organization, to go to the website, friendsoflhs.com. And we have an amazing board, and we would be happy to answer any questions. All of our contact information should be on there. And we would love to have new members, at-large members. We really would like to be more in the community. It's hard with this Zoom, but we're here and we're ready to meet. Coffee outside, whatever it takes. So thank you again for your amazing support, and we'll see you all soon.
Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Friends of Lincoln. We always say Lincoln wouldn't be Lincoln without our parent volunteers, and it's really true. We're so grateful for all of the community support that we've received. I also just wanted to say, normally if we were in the gym, we'd be hearing from our student leaders and our counselors. We had to really cut down our presentation to fit it into this time slot and be able to do it virtually together. Our student leaders are off at athletic events and very involved, and the secret to success is being involved. So please do ask your students about Club Fair and what clubs they signed up for. It's not too late if they didn't sign up for any or they weren't sure. We can help connect them with a club. Any time throughout the year, they can start with 3 clubs now and then decide those aren't for them and choose 3 others. They just have to keep trying to find the people they want to hang out a little bit with. We're still able to help students register for football or cross country as no-cut sports. And fall sports will end beginning in November, and we're starting to plan for winter sports. So we have a host of no-cut winter sports as well and club activities. So if you're having trouble connecting your student to healthy supervised activity, please let us know. Our counselors, today was the last day to add drop classes, so they'll now be shifting to more connection with individual students, more social emotional support, and then college planning for our seniors. So be on the lookout for those college planning information nights from Aliera Morash, our college and career coordinator, Shannon Fassold, and again from Kim Bliss. This is just a quick overview. Please email any of us or call us. We all have open door policies. We'd really like to stay connected. And it's now time to turn this back over to Vice Principal Chris Breida. I do want to give a huge shout out to our admin assistant, Rachel McCormick, and to Chris Breida, who set up the ability to go into classrooms virtually last year and this year. We wouldn't be able to do it without our incredible technology brains. So thank you to both of them. And Chris Breida is going to tell us how to move next. And I'm a parent too, so I'm excited to go to my children's sessions. Thank you. Go Cards.
Thanks, Peyton. Unbeknownst to my team, I've been answering as many questions as I can on YouTube chat. So hopefully I've gotten through the majority of those. And as our time comes to a close here, just some technical details about how to move next. If you've navigated to this live stream, then most likely you did that from the email that was sent from Rachel McCormick over the course of the past a couple of days, either Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on which grade level your student is in. I'll stay on the YouTube feed for a little while and try and answer as many questions there as possible. But for those of you that are sort of ready to move on to the next step, at the bottom of that email is a schedule with Google Meet links attached directly to it. Now, I want to say that there are some limitations to that, in that we had to pull the schedule as late as we possibly could. So that was Monday. So if your student's schedule has changed since Monday, some of those links may not be useful to you anymore if your student has changed classes, because I believe the add drop period just ended. So just keep an eye out for that. But anyways, the rest of your night sort of looks like moving between those links. You can just work your way down sort of chronologically from period 1 to period 8. The times are listed on that email there. Like I said, I'll stick around on the YouTube and try and answer as many questions as I possibly can. But on behalf of our team, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I think you have a little bit of time, maybe a 5-minute screen break before you are on to your first class, or maybe a 10-minute screen break, which is always good. 2 quick programming notes. There are 2 teachers who were hoping to join us who are no longer able to. You should have received emails from those teachers if you were affected by those teachers not being able to join us anymore. All that said, thank you all again for coming. We hope you enjoy the sort of rotation through the 8 or 7 or 6 classes that your students have. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to any of us that are on this live stream. So thank you to the 352 of you. Have a great night. Take care.